Our Father, 12th dimensional upgrades, Rutrunded Gold, advice from the Archangels, Archangel Uriel is back. The day is now 36 hours and starts and ends at 3 am or 3 pm in an alternating fashion. At the time of this post 11:11 morning gate, on the 3D date 61320, the following 3 pm will start this new day. Simply follow this parallel around the globe until it hits your local time at 3. If you are cognizant that a new day has begun, it is customary to send love and kindness to someone. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity O7A3 Infinity Infinity S5A6 S5A7A8 Infinity Infinity H9F9F9F9F9F9 Infinity Infinity B1TT Infinity. Please visit us at archangeliccalendar.com for more information. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Gaia is moving fast from her cocooning phase and is now sitting within the element of fire. Strangely enough, this has also manifested a calm feeling as well, as the transmutation taking place has a resolution undertone to it. The calendar indicates rapid event-based change will happen tomorrow. We can also expect this because many other sources are also indicating this date as well. We will be dealing with more blasts, so stay calm. Headaches, dizziness, stomach upset and lower back pains are all normal. With the amount of dense energy that we are downloading at the moment, this is a very small price to pay. This is not to mention the extreme drowsiness that is being caused by a very specific upgrade from the 12th dimension. Emptiness is divinity in its most pure essence. The most accurate way to create a shrine for divinity would be simply an empty box, because it's in the emptiness of possibility where the divine is at its most pure. When divinity is in a state of possibilities, it becomes every and all things. When it becomes one solid form, it becomes that form. Take the term Our Father, it is the gap between the word Our and the word Father, as to where you will find its power. The malevolent star beings of the earth have done this trick before on other planets. Now that they have been defeated, many other star races with gripes with them are arriving in mass quantities. We are going to have to let this one sort itself out. There are too many moving parts to even begin to get ourselves involved at this point. We will have to give up the notion of retribution or revenge to allow this. King Solomon's missing gold, which belongs to the lightworkers, has been retrieved. It was taken to a starship that was heavily cloaked but was disabled in conflict and thus had no other functioning equipment. For those of you who recall this saga, the ship was located on the galaxy's outer rim when it was retrieved. This wealth will find you in unusual and eclectic ways. This wealth is very much a conscious being, and rest assured that it won't rest until it finds each and every lightworker. There is an expression, just chop the wood. In other words, do not overanalyze the situation, it's just wood, chop it. It is very easy to overcomplicate things by bringing an expectation of perfect circumstance to the equation. This is not productive. Set yourself upon the unpaved road and bring your grace to the path, then watch the beauty develop underneath your feet. Just get going, and allow perfection to develop in divine essence and timing. The advice the archangels are giving about the macro timelines presented is, they are calling for humanity to create a healthier society and make vigorous changes. This is evident as we clearly cannot turn around. We must be brave and make a decision as to which way our world is headed. It is now time to bring together the lightworker community to create a subculture that will eventually become the macro culture setting of Earth. In related news, Archangel Uriel is back from sabbatical. Today's tools. Tools will be active until the next post. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use today's weapons. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you, beyond space and time. We have gone through great changes and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team is in 9. This is its optimal setting. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Emmanuel. Archangel Raguel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uf, Archangel Gzrael, Archangel Tatrasil, Archangel Agla, Archangel Harahiel, Archangel Ashma, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Abraxos, Archangel Harahiel, Archangel Nuril, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Orion, Archangel Batkol, Archangel Adonachil, Archangel Abastahan, Archangel Vermil, Archangel Adonai, Archangel Dikwiel, Archangel Baradil, and Archangel Ashma. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. No level of consciousness can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology as it can override any circuitry. Passive, active, and aggressive. Archangel Isaac's radiant field looks a lot like Magneto's force field, and it reacts to any life form with either loving energy or with a transmutational blast of vast power. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way, equip and go. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Shepherd's Orb is a presence of divinity that allows anyone that you are engaged with a clear path to forgiveness or a direct audience with infinitely expanding creator source on the matter. This is a truly compassionate tool of divine orchestration. Active. Archangel Zagzagel's Staff of Heavenly Might rains large crystal masses upon a targeted area. Great for large targets, works on the physical and non-physical as well. Active. Archangel Zadkiel's Staff of Justice is a tool that is best used on a macro level and can help move things along that are stagnant. It can also summon and maintain force fields for protection purposes. Passive. Vahumana's timepiece allows you to savor a positive feeling or thought. It brings an element of majesty to your everyday moments, and it prevents the interference of malevolent time travelers. Passive, active, and aggressive. Archangel Chamuel's radiant peace allows you to be secluded in a peaceful bubble, no matter what is happening around you. It also allows those in your heart. Passive and active. Archangel Jeremiah's enhanced intuition allows the voices of your soul to become louder. It allows the judges of spirit to be more obvious than ever before. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Calazia's radiant rays of health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Thelia's radiant compassion sends heartfelt love to all within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active. Archangel Raphael's healing staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Today's assignments. We are still working on a macro level, and thus the format will stay consistent. Please use today's current tools if you need assistance performing the tasks below. The Night Riders are at it again. When you encounter malevolent night energy in your slumber, look at it as an opportunity to send them packing. Use sword and shield, and then send them home via an exit portal only if they are demonic. But if you are dealing with a galactic, use sword and shield and call in for the galactic legions to remove them. Looking towards the future in a positive tone is a good way to keep the energy flowing, but if you wish to truly make a change, travel through space and time to change things from a 0-point perspective. There is a sacrificial march, much like the dark holiday of St. Mark's. This one will take place on the 3D dates of 620 to 621 and will be organized by living humans in attempts to hijack the solstice energy. Stop their energetic event, as it is going to produce much suffering by going there ahead of time. This strategy allows us to do the positive energy work needed on that day as well. By using the violet flame to announce yourself, dark entities separate from their humans. This makes it much easier to send them back to source via a direct portal. This is another case where using sword and shield is your best tactic. These are low-level henchmen and should not provide too much trouble. It's simply a tedious task removing them one by one. The ring of fire of the upcoming eclipse is going to be intense and it will concentrate light in very profound ways. If we imbue the flames of Ra, our sun, with rainbow plasma, flame and light, the eclipse will be set to make positive changes. Simply engulf the sun with rainbow plasma, light, and flame for at least a 72 count. Ra is inviting this help as he feels this will do many things, but most of all he wishes to strengthen his bond with the lightworkers. Today's meditation is below, please enjoy.